Hi guys, in this video I'll give you a very basic explanation of what is a shader and how it works inside the Unreal Engine. This should be enough to allow you to understand a little bit better the material editor and what happens while using it. A shader is a code that runs on GPU. This implies that it is highly parallelized, meaning that all the elements for which such code is run are executed at the same time. This makes the execution very fast, but, on the other hand, imposes several limitations on what the code can do. Shaders are declined in several types, like Vertex, Pixel, Geometry and Compute shaders. In this introduction, we'll focus on Vertex shaders and Pixel shaders, since these are the only ones directly accessible by using the material editor. Vertex shader is executed first. Its code is run for every vertex of the mesh on which the material is applied to. Next, all the information is passed to the Pixel shader, which will run its code for every screen pixel where that mesh is visible. Inside the Unreal Engine, the distinction between Vertex shader code and Pixel shader code is not obvious, but essentially you can consider Vertex shader code all the nodes that tend into the warp position offset or custom UV pins. Every other pin is for Pixel shader code. If you feel brave enough, from this panel you can dive into the HLSL code, which is generated from the nodes created in the material editor. This is what will actually be compiled and executed in your game. To visually show you the difference between a code executed per vertex and one executed per pixel, I'll now sample a texture in both shaders. As explained before, by attaching a texture directly to the base color pin, Unreal is going to sample it in the pixel shader. You can see the texture clearly, because in this case every pixel, by using its screen position and mesh UVs, is picking the corresponding color from the texture. If I add the Vertex Interpolator node after the texture sampler, the sampling will be executed by the Vertex shader. As you can see, the output is completely different. This happens because now the color information is taken by the vertices and passed to the pixels after being interpolated. Using the Vertex Interpolator node is equivalent to using the custom UV pins to pass the information from the vertex to the pixel in this way. At first glance, it may not seem particularly useful to run a code on vertices instead of pixels. However, it could have several implications on performance and visual result that will be discussed in future videos.